I ended up paying for the pro version of it, and this allows you to see the market history data as far as it can go back. But this is essentially why I got it, so I can get more history behind some of these prices. And I want to talk about stuff during the peak of the last boom. So I want to use this card for example, the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. This card was one of the hottest cards. Now you can see the 6 month sale history in a PSA 10. Now you got raw cards. You got right here the blue. The blue indicates raw. PSA 10, everything, anything in the PSA 10 is going to be in this green marker right here. But let's go to not 1 year, but all time. Let's go to all time. And we could see that during the hype of the market, this card was selling raw for around 180. This is March of 2021. Now, if you didn't notice, the boom happened in around 2020 and didn't last all that long, really. So you can kind of see what happens once the demand and people just kind of start dipping out. The prices of the raw keep going down. And at one point, this card was sitting under $70. Under $70. And right now, the market price for this card is still around $70. So for people that really take a lot of risk with singles during the hype market, I think that this card is a perfect example of not getting in over your head because when that market flips, you just don't know what's going to happen to certain singles. Certain singles just might not perform as well as you think. Let's go to the single strike and see how that performed over the time. There we go, single strike. So again, this is a cheap card. This is a cheap card, but let's see what it did back then. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it was up there in the hundreds, 150. And I do remember I was collecting during this time for sure. And I remember these cards definitely being in the 100s. Man, sheesh, 20 bucks. Imagine paying $150 and then just not even a year later, this card is going to be worth 20 bucks. And that's what I'm afraid a lot of people are going to face the reality of, that are just getting into the market, especially during the peak. It's impossible to have an upward trajectory last forever. What goes up must come down.